Here we go. Once again.
Just make sure that actually works.
Here I go again.
Alrighty. Ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we are live officially. We are on episode 5 of our series, believe it or not. And if you don't know us, we are Midwest Magicians, indie third-party publishing company for D&D content, soon to be Daggerheart as well. But yeah, we're gonna jump straight into it. Essentially, we're playing Princess of the Apocalypse, and we kind of been playing through a prologue mission. And in the, is it actually live? It's not showing it live on my end. I just want to make sure.
It's live.
I think that did this. Like you can see us.
It's live. Yeah, I can hear you.
Beautiful.
Oh, good.
Just want to make sure.
We're live.
Cool.
Shit.
Sorry for the interruption. Things are just looking weird on my end. So, anyhow, but they rescued and saved Lady Briar. They are all located in the city of Yatar, and on the map here, you can see that's right up here in the northern part of the Desarn Valley. And long story short, these guys work for the Zentarum faction, and somebody was posing as the Zentarum faction, trying to give a bad rep for one reason or another. You guys found out that supposedly the man who is behind it all, well, man, you assume it's a man, is a guy who goes by the name of Lord of Lance Rock. Couple weird things about the mission you did. You encountered zombies and skeletons that were protecting the hostage, or like keeping her there. And that was a little weird. And then you guys found a little slip of paper that essentially, my brain does not remember exactly what was written on it, but it essentially pointed to Lord of Lance Rock once more, kind of giving you a sense of maybe what's going on there. Coming out of that mission, you guys then made your way back to Zentarum headquarters, and Zudak, the wonderful destroyer, really wanted to pick a fight in front of all the other Zentarum people, and the guy they were working for was like, hell no, take that to the pit fighting, of which they all became very excited about. So they all went to do some pit fighting. It actually ended up going pretty well. Most people won. Some people got their butts handed to them. But overall, it went pretty well.
It was rigged. All right, don't let him tell you that it was a fair fight. It was rigged.
I was using my way to die against you, Jason.
Yeah, I know you were too. Cause me getting 3 9s is
Funny.
dumb. Is dumb.
But yeah,
It's
so
funny.
they all won a good chunk of gold out of that situation, which was awesome to see. One thing I did forget to mention was when they were in the bandit hideout where the hostage was held, Vera, with the assistance of Lily, helped free some pixies, and one of them flew down and left a symbol seared on her hand that she could tell was magical in nature, but she couldn't understand Sylvan, so she didn't understand what just got placed on her. So that had happened, and then kind of while this pit fighting is going on, we played it as if it was a downtime activity for the week. And one thing that happened was Revenant made some connections throughout the city. Let's see. I think I'm going to lose all my webcams if I try to pull it up. But essentially he made 3 connections that he can kind of call upon anytime as long as he maintains favor with them, whether it's via like magic to like message them, or like they can send him a letter, or just anything of the sorts.
I have it pulled up.
Yeah, go for it.
Do you want me to kind of breeze over this quick?
Sure. That way
Yeah,
everyone
okay,
else
so-
can know too.
Connection 1 is Anya Thistlewine. She's a Lightfoot halfling, and she's a bookkeeper and ledger master of several different merchant families, and she can help provide the party with rumors, trade schedules, hidden debts, or even forge convincing financial papers if treated well. Connection 2 is Durnan Coppervein. He's a mountain dwarf. He's a smith and owner of Coppervein Arms and respected forge in Yartar. It's been a long day, guys. He can repair or enchant weapons and armor, knows the guards and mercenaries of the city, and has dwarven connections that may span into the north. Then the third one is Selvik Roast. He is a half-elf, a dockmaster's assistant, and scheduler of the Dasarian river barges. He can get the party quiet passage out of the city, tip us off about incoming caravans or dangerous arrivals, and know where the watch looks the other way.
Yes. Because you were so kind to read all that for me, take an inspiration, my friend.
Yes.
Yeah. And then on top of that, anyone who wants to see this stuff, we have the Discord linked in our description, but we keep track of all this information in our world lore, which is also where you can see Vera's hand symbol. So yeah, I think we are just going to jump straight into it here. Oh, I forgot to grab one book. Bear with me, people.
Chad, are we gonna do my role?
I don't think he can hear you.
I did hear you. I was grabbing the book that I needed. But yes, that is what I'm pulling up. Essentially what I'm doing right now is I'm looking up the downtime activities in Xanathar's guide here. And Pyrite was wanting to do some research. So, I will tell you what to do in just a second. So, if you haven't already, make sure you mark off 50 gold to accommodate for like the resources that it would take for you to acquire all this information. And then let's see, I need you to, and then for any additional, so this is how it works. Costs 50 gold pieces to perform the check. For every additional 50 gold pieces you spend, you get a +1 added to your roll.
I don't have that kind of gold.
Now,
so...
now would she have to spend that 50 gold before she rolls?
Yeah.
Or could she get like a 12 and then like, oh, I think a 13 might do it, spend 50 gold?
I mean, if she wanted to like roll and then decide to spend additional gold, like I guess I'd be okay with that. Because you could role play it as like, I did some research, but I don't feel very confident in it, so I'm going to spend a little more money on it as I go. So, so essentially you're going to give me a intelligence check. Just a straight intelligence check.
Would there be any way to do a wisdom, or does it have to be intelligence?
It is intelligence.
Damn, okay. I had to ask.
No, that's fair.
Alright,
Why are you wise but not very intelligent?
Yes.
Yeah.
I have a
dumb.
+3 to wisdom, but a +0 to intelligence. It's gonna be no, exactly. It's gonna be a 10. I'm not gonna spend any gold to add to that.
That gets you something. All right.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll me a d6.
6.
6. Okay. So, you kind of throughout your research, you were struggling a bit to find what you needed. You were having a difficult time kind of navigating the libraries and all different locations, and so like a lot of your time was spent, unfortunately, wasted on materials that didn't get you anywhere. But you did come across, let's see. Yeah, you came across something the library had logged as a drowned ledger. And I can post this in the Discord when I get a chance here. But essentially it says, you came across a half-rotted merchant ledger recovered from a sunken wreck off the edge of the Sword Coast. And it lists a strange transaction partway through it. It quotes, "To the Deep Masters, one temple, intact, in exchange for the Ark's breath. The entry for this log is unsigned and dated only weeks before your temple vanished. The merchant ship that it was from was found adrift, crewless, with brine-soaked coral all throughout the hold. So I will
Nice.
post that into our world lore here. It's gonna screw with the chats here, so just bear with us. But okay,
I'm gonna get really into boats.
you're right. Entry number 3, and here we go. Perfect. It is in the Discord if you need to refer to it at any point. Under World Lore. So, with that, we are going to draw the scene to you guys kind of regrouping in your final night in the city of Yurtar. You guys are staying at a local inn in the area. You have access to food in kind of the common lobby area, and your rooms would be like up the stairs, kind of in the second story area. With your final night in town and you guys all regrouped, you guys get an opportunity to kind of plan what's going to come next. What you guys know is that tomorrow morning you will be hopping on a barge to head south, if you're looking at the map here, to head south down the Desarin River. And you guys will be going all the way south along the river here, down to a place called Barge Right In. What you guys know is that that is the headquarters in the south for the Zhentarim faction, and they've been having a ton of issues with getting like their barges down the river. They're having a lot of issues with commerce just flowing throughout the region, because almost any caravans or anything that try to get from one place to the other, they're getting attacked by this like influx of monsters and stuff in the region. And there's just been some really weird weather events going on that has been disrupting travel. And it's just been making it really hard on the headquarters down in the south. It doesn't exactly have very many locations that it can pull merchandise from. Whereas like the city of Yurtar here, you know, it's on the main road to Tribor in the connecting regions. But down here, Barge Right In, it's only on the back roads, so to speak. So you guys are all crowded in this tavern, drinks and ale and food in front of you. And you guys kind of have an opportunity to discuss how you guys maybe want to approach this next part of your journey. If you guys need to get any last minute stuff, or anything like that. Scene kind of opens to a crackling fire in the corner. Slight chatter throughout the whole place. There's a bard kind of off in the corner, just lightly strumming on his lute.
Well, Karjo will speak up and say that he needs to go see he needs to go see like a blacksmith or a shop before they leave town.
Sure.
Fair. I would also like to go shopping. I would like to try to find a magic item.
Magic item, really?
Lily's gonna go with Reassured. Per usual.
Okay.
Vera's gonna tag along.
After
Reassured.
winning some money in these fight
Sure.
pits, I've got some money to spend.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. You guys all kind of sit here and chatter. Do you guys head out this night? You got to be on the barge pretty early. I would say it's like dinner time, so like 5, 6 o'clock. So shops would be closing up here pretty soon. Otherwise,
Yeah, I
you
would
can
say
try and
so,
get
just
up early
because-
and do it in the morning.
Yeah, but if we got to be on the barge
go now.
early, I think we have a better shot now.
Sure.
I
Yeah,
think
go now.
we should try and go and get his magic item now.
Yeah. So just to kind of speed things along, we can roleplay the shops just to a little bit, but we're just gonna I'm gonna have you guys kind of tell me what you want, and how I'm gonna kind of handle this is this is a really big city, so almost any normal equipment you would want to get your hands on is going to be more than likely available. Magic items are kind of hit or miss. Depending on the rarity of the item will determine if it's actually available or not, and that will be something I roll for. But if it is, it's going to be the flat costs as seen in the Dungeon Master's Guide, so all dependent upon your magic item's rarity. I'll tell you up front, no one can afford anything above an uncommon item at this point. So, you guys make your way to the shop. You kind of make your way past some of the critters in the streets and some of the carts. The shops or the busy market area is starting to die down, and you find your way over to kind of like the smithing area where some weapons and armor and different pieces of equipment are. And you kind of see a dwarf standing there. You guys walk up, and he's like, "Oh, I'll make it quick. I gotta get back to my wife here soon. What do you guys want?"
Do you have katanas, by any chance?
Katana. Ooh, that is a rare buy in these areas. I guess we did have a smithy from one of the distant parts of the land come through. Let me go check in the back. While he's looking, did anyone else have anything in mind they're wanting?
Yeah, I'm looking for a glaive +1.
Glaive +1. Okay.
It's uncommon.
Uncommon. Okay.
And then I was looking for the Eldritch Claw tattoo. That's also uncommon.
Okay. Sounds good. He comes back, and he did have a katana on hand. Let me see real quick here. So, for those watching at home, the katana is a homebrew weapon I made. That's a part of our Kendo Warrior subclass module thing. And that is what Karjo is going to be playing as. Unless he changes his mind. But do you have the price up in front of you? Just out of curiosity.
100 gold.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. That's
100.
right. Yeah. So he comes up and he offers it for 100 gold. It's a little bit expensive, but it's definitely well worth the price, if you ask me.
Can I look it over really quick, make sure there's no nicks or anything in it?
Yeah. You kind of glancing over it. This is one of the most pristine blades you've ever seen coming out of a smithy shop. Even the smith himself expressed how impressed he was with the craftsmanship of it. And he holds it on his fingers, and it's perfectly balanced and everything too.
Oh, then I'll absolutely pay 100 for it.
Perfect. You pull out your coin, and he sees did you have a lot of coin outside of that, or
255 total.
yeah, he kind of sees you open up your pouch, and he's like, geez, this guy's rolling in it. And he's like, oh wow, thank you so much. I really hope that sword works out for you. I've been really excited for someone to come by and pick it up. It deserves a good fighter like yourself.
Thank you. Oh, if you would have seen my last fight, you wouldn't be saying that.
Oh God, was that you?
Oh,
in the
actually,
pits, or?
yeah, I took a pretty good beating. Can I sell him my scimitar? Actually,
Yeah.
I don't need it now that I have.
So, for the
Wait,
scimitar.
actually, yeah, let's sell him the scimitar.
Yeah. He looks to you and he's like, yeah, I could take that off your hands for 15 gold.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I'll take that.
Sweet. And he hands you a little bit of your gold back. Alright, and then you guys were looking for some magic items. I'm gonna say on 5 or higher, it's in stock. So who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
You go first? Alright. It's a 4.
It's okay. I took that for Richard. It's okay. It's okay. I took it for him.
Richard. Oh no. I'm getting all my bad rolls out of the way. I'm so sorry. I rolled a 2.
Well,
On a what?
Lily can try
On a
to
D20.
Eldritch.
I had to
You
get a.
rolled a 4 and a 2?
I said on a 5 or higher, it's in stock, and I rolled a 4 and a 2.
Oh, this is some bullshit.
I'm so
Keep
sorry.
that when we're fighting. Keep that when we're fighting. Keep that one. Use that
I'm
one.
getting rid of them now.
No!
Do you have a pearl of power?
Pearl of Power. Let me take a peek.
Are you serious?
Another 2. No.
My God.
Jeez. This dice is rigged.
This is not a macabre.
I'm so sorry, guys. I'm sure when you go to some other shops down south, like Red Lark, they got some great markets down there. I'm sure you'll get a lot of traders go through there. Did anyone else have anything else?
I did have a question. We haven't used any rations or anything, correct?
No, you guys have been in town, so you've been able to just kind of eat from the inns and the local stalls and just kind of live off that. But you will need rations for your trip down the river, so bear that in mind.
Yes. I was thinking an extra 10 rations.
Sure. That will. Let me see here. Oh. That will cost you an extra 10. 5 gold
Yeah.
pieces.
Okie dokie.
Well, since I can't get my magic item, does he have any ball bearings and or caltrops?
That he does. Ball bearings will cost you 1 gold piece, and the caltrops will cost you another.
I'll take 1 of each.
Alright.
Chad,
Yes.
I'm gonna sell a spear, if that's okay. If I may step in.
Yep.
Cool.
What,
Yeah.
Just 1 spear?
Yep, just 1 spear.
They offer you 5 silver pieces for it.
I'm going to stare him down. This was forged in the fires of my ancestors' home. It is worth more than 5 silver pieces.
Roll some intimidation for me, my friend.
You god dang right! Okay, 14.
Ooh. He kind of is like, whoa, hey, I didn't mean to offend you at all. I could do, how about 8 silver pieces?
Fire is like breathing out of my, like shooting between my teeth.
Hey,
That is acceptable!
I gotta flip this. I gotta make a living. He hands you the 8 silver.
I storm out. Damn.
He looks at it, it's just a wooden spear. I don't get what he's so excited about. Alright,
Fred, I'm sorry. How much for rations again?
so it is 5 silver pieces per ration.
Do I need to tell you how many?
Yeah. Just so I know.
I'll do 10 as well, just so that
Okay.
Same.
I got plenty.
Sounds good. Alrighty. Is everyone satisfied? Yes.
I have like a whole grocery list of things I want to buy. And I have the prices like all written down. Do you want me to just like tell you what I'm gonna buy?
If you know you can afford them, I'm just gonna trust you in deducting that. So
Okay. Yeah, because I went the getting gold route rather than all the base stuff.
yeah. Yep.
So I'm gonna be buying things like a sleeping, like a bedroll, backpack, 10 rations, water skin, ball bearings, caltrops, and a water skin.
Okay. Sounds good.
And it's all pretty cheap stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'm not too worried about it. So, unfortunately, no magic items today. The dice were not in our favor. Yeah, you guys, I assume, make your way back to the inn to rest for the night.
Yep.
Hey.
Yep.
All right, you guys make your way back into the inn. It's pretty late at night by the time you guys get back. Kind of one of the last people in the downstairs area is just sweeping and picking up all the peanuts off the floor. It's Eric Kalkra, and you see it kind of like pecking the ground, like eating the peanuts that are laying there. And he kind of looks over you guys like, "Brah," and then he just watches, motions you guys to go upstairs.
Is this a returning character, Chad?
It might be.
Ooh. All right.
So good.
Perfect. The night goes by pretty safely. You guys are in a pretty nice area. Your beds are pretty decently comfortable. Nothing to really complain about. And you wake up. It is now early morning, and it is time for you guys to head to the barge. Let's see. You guys are making your way through the city. The loud morning bells are ringing in the air, kind of bringing everyone to the forefront of society. And as you make your way down to the barge, you end up finding... Oh boy, I already forgot his name. You end up finding the contact that Revenant made, who kind of like handles like the ins and outs of what shipments and stuff come up the Desarin River, and all that stuff. Let me get you the name here. Okay. You guys walk down, and Revenant, you immediately see Selvik, the half-elf male, and you can see him with his ledger out, jotting everything down as the barge that you guys are to head on to is loading up with all of its supplies. Greetings, fellow travelers. And he kind of looks to you guys. He's like, "Ah, Revenant. Good to see you so soon. How have you been faring?"
Ah, Selvik. Yes, always a pleasure, friend.
Well, I guess without further ado, this will be your guys' barge to get you down the river, and you guys kind of look at it, and it is pretty janky. It's like a big old pontoon, almost looks like an ironclad ship, if you guys are kind of familiar with that. It's pretty robust with some metal reinforcements, wooden hull, and a couple of small sails to kind of propel you guys forward down the river. You guys board onto it just fine. You see some of the other crew members, which there don't seem to be that many, just a couple handful, and then the captain comes walking over to you guys. He's like, greetings, you guys with the Zentarum faction?
Yep.
Kind of looks at all of you, and he's just like, I expected more.
Pyrite kind of gives him a look like, what, we're not enough?
Just with everything that's going on down south, I just thought they would have sent more of you. I'm surprised it's just you guys. Nothing against you personally.
She kind of gives like a, okay, like, just annoyed look and just kind of, Pyrite is clearly on edge being on the boat.
It's like she just looks uncomfortable being on the water.
Yep.
She is a cat.
Yep.
Revenant steps forward, and he's like, "Down south," in a questioning tone.
Yes, down south, all throughout the Desarn Hills, the Sumber Hills, and pretty much throughout the whole Desarn Valley. You guys are heading to barge right in, correct? At least that's where our shipment's heading.
Yes.
Perfect. Yes, I guess a couple pointers as we kind of head down south here. Definitely keep an eye out for the coastlines and the hillsides, and just help us keep an eye for anything that might cause us troubles along the way. We've been having a lot of issues, and as you guys look to the hall, you can see one of the crew members snapping off arrows that are pierced into the side of the hull. And then you guys do see a blood stain on the deck that just seems to be dried in but soaked up.
Taking that in, Pyrite's gonna pull out her shield and just keep her shield on hand at all times. She is not gonna have a fun trip down the river.
Lily just kind of slightly disregarding all the stuff he was saying. Do they have mermaids in the water? Just dead serious to him.
Mermaids in the river.
Yeah.
He kind of looks to you, Richard, I see. This must be. I thought this was an adult, but this must be a child type situation. He's squats down to you and kind of pats you on the head. I'm sorry, honey, but no mermaids down this river. Just some really large fish in some of the deeper parts.
Do they taste good?
They're not bad. A little bony, It's a little hard to fillet them. Most of them are bottom feeders. Some wicked catfish, but lost my cousin that way. But anyhow, besides the point.
I have to know his name now.
Yeah, you make it so interesting.
Just satisfied
Hold
with
on.
that fish.
Yes. Sorry. My name is Samuel Adams. At your service.
What was your cousin's name?
Cousin. That was Benjamin Davis. You see him kind of tear up a little bit.
Lost his cousin to a catfish?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Must been some large catfish.
The only thing that we saw was just his feet sticking out of the creature's mouth by the time we killed it.
If we find this catfish, we will avenge your cousin.
He puts a hand on his shoulder and he's like...
They already killed it.
And he kind of turns to you as you're saying that, Karja, and he's like, we appreciate the sentiment, though. All of us. Yeah. I tell you what, if we see another catfish, we will let you personally catch it, kill it, and fillet it.
Zudak will fully dive into the water with just his mitts.
And Arjo will absolutely stand there and watch it happen.
Give me a dexterity saving throw there, Pyrite.
Okay. Why am I doing this?
What the fuck?
No reason.
Am I just freaking out?
It's starting so soon. Alright, let's go.
Oh, that was not good. How do I get to add to it? That's a 10.
You are swallowed by a giant catfish. No, I'm just kidding. They were flying catfish. You forgot to mention that.
Oh.
No. As Zudak just full on swan dives into the murky creek where all this floating debris and litter is, you just get splashed from him entering the water, and you're just soaked, and water's just dripping off your fur, and your fur's all matted down, even though you're trying to spike it.
Pyrite goes from being uncomfortable to pissed. As Zudak gets out, we might have words. And just starts cursing up a storm, and walks to the middle of the boat, trying to avoid water, and is just aggressively trying to dry off, and is just pissed.
Zudak, as you're down there swimming around, just on the hunt, you feel like you are basically merman, just flowing through the water, and you start to run out of air. You try to grab a couple fish, but miss, and you surface feeling heroic for your efforts, but you only swam 4 feet.
I got like a tiny little fish in my hand.
Comes up with a minnow.
Oh man, that would have made good bait. Oh wow.
When he comes up, Pyra is just glaring at him, seething as she's still dripping with water.
Just a thumbs up.
Reserved,
Noted.
What were you saying,
reserved,
Richard?
like, upon backtracking a touch, but seeing the, he's gonna gesture towards the arrows in the side of the boat and ask if they have any bows or anything like that for defending the boat.
He kind of looks at it and he's like, to be honest, none of us are good shots with those, unfortunately. I think we might have a short boat somewhere, and like one of the hey, Christopher, Chris, we still got that short bow. And he's like, sorry, Captain, we it got hauled off with the the other guy. I think it was broken when he fell. And he's kind of, you see his eyes just get really wide, and he's like, oh right. No bows, unfortunately. Hopefully you guys brought some.
Well, if you would buy a couple of bows for your ship, we would use them while we're on your ship.
He kind of is like, we unfortunately don't have time for that. We got a really tight schedule, and if we want to make it to where we want to be before sundown, we're gonna have to get moving.
Lily all
But I'm
proud, like, hold up her phone, is like, I got one! If you got extra arrows, I'll take them!
He's like, I guess we can. And he kind of looks around, and he hands you 5 arrows that they had kind of laying around.
And he look around for arrows for me.
Those
I
were
have
all the
a long
arrows
bow.
they could find.
Oh, what a
Lily
weird-
hands,
okay.
like, 3 arrows to you, because she remembered last time you didn't take any of the arrows. She's like, you can have some this time.
Thank you. And he'll like tuck him into his boot since his quiver's full.
Sure. All right, you guys kind of take your positions on the barge, and they pull off the ropes off the edge of the docks, push off with the big thrust, and you guys are now floating down the Dasarn River. Kind of all around you, if you're looking on the map here, you can see that your voyage kind of starts out near the farmlands, but it quickly merges in with the you guys were on the Cerbran River, but it quickly merges with the Dasarn River, and right around this time, you guys start to get into kind of the rolling hills of this area. As you guys continue down the river, not a whole lot happens. It's a very casual ride, but I want everyone to give me a perception check.
Chad,
This will be a group check. Yes.
are we playing with the 2024 rules?
Yes.
Okay, then, if I may, we all start out each session or each day with a heroic inspiration? If I remember correctly, is that right?
I don't recall reading that, so I'll have to look into it. But for now,
Okay.
we're gonna say no.
That's fine. I also might be mistaking Pathfinder with this game, so
Sure. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't recall seeing that, but I will look into it.
Pyrite is so freaked out she got an 8.
An 8. Okay.
Not good.
That's not much
also-
worse. I got a 9.
9. Okay.
I also have a question about heroic inspiration. I had gotten one from our first session
Yep.
and never used it. So does that mean I have 2 now?
They do not stack, unfortunately.
Damn.
I would, however, allow you to gift it to someone else.
Nice. Like in character.
Yeah, however you want to go about it.
Gotta think about this like Revenant would. Okay. So Revenant's gonna go find Carjo, and he comes up to him and he's like, "Carjo, I heard your last fights didn't go so well."
Weren't you there?
No, I was otherwise occupied.
Thank God someone didn't
Anyways.
fucking see that shit. Golly.
Anyways, this is for next time. And then he's gonna give Carjo heroic inspiration.
Let's go.
Hell yeah.
Thanks.
Just a reminder with the 2024 rules, that allows you to reroll any die. So once you make your roll with whatever die it is, you can spend it to reroll. It's like be a damage die, hit point die, an ability check die, or a d20 test is what they call it. So anything. So only for one die though. So like if you roll 3d8, you can only reroll one of the dice. So just keep that in mind.
Thanks, Rev.
Looks like he just, when you say thanks, he looks at you like he doesn't understand thank yous.
All right.
Just
And then he walks away.
Carter's just gonna kind of cock his head at him as he walks away.
They were at 18 for perception.
18.
Good job, Farah.
Sweet.
Someone's seeing stuff, but
Okay.
it ain't the rest of us.
No. Yeah. So Regierd. Oh wait, hold on.
7.
7. The only people who notice this. Okay, so you guys are floating down the river, and essentially the wide waters of the Desarn River shimmer beneath the midday sun. As the barge rounds a slow bend in the river, the breeze carries the scent of cool water and distant pine, and the creak of the vessel's timbers blends with the soft lap of waves against the hull. But Lily and Vera, you guys see it. Stretching across the sky like a marvel carved by the gods themselves, the stone bridge, as you've heard it referred to as before, comes into view. A single unbroken arch of smooth granite that soars across the river. It rises impossibly high, a graceful curve of stone spanning 2 miles from one side of the gorge to the other, without a single support beam
shit.
touching the river below.
It's a big bridge.
Its surface is narrow, barely wide enough for a wagon, and it lacks rails or walls. From the water, it seems like a ribbon of earth frozen mid-flight, suspended in defiance of gravity. The scale is staggering. The closer you draw, the more the bridge dominates the world around you, casting a vast shadow that cools the air and quiets the birdsong. So, for where you guys are on the map currently, you guys are actually right here, where it literally says the Stone Bridge.
Oh, look at that.
I want everyone to give me a history check. What did you point it out to them, do you think?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I would have. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Lily's got a loud mouth. Of course she's gonna point that out.
Look at that! Hey guys!
Especially being on top of Reader, like, oh look.
Right?
You see history check?
Yes.
I
history,
know all
please.
the things.
Yeah, you do. Dang. 21?
I got a 15.
I got a 3.
Well,
Carjo
Zedek,
knows nothing.
Zedek got a 16.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Making you burn all your good
Nice.
rolls.
Damn.
Okay. So, those who rolled a 10 or higher, your memory kind of kicks in the moment you guys see this thing for the first time. You guys, let's see. Yeah, okay. So as As the massive stone arch kind of rises into view, memories of old tales start to stir in your mind. This is no ordinary crossing, but the legendary stone bridge, forged by ancient dwarves of Belsamer. They say it was here at the Moradin himself appeared, the dwarven god of creation, rallied dwarves against a tide of orcs atop this very span. It was here that the king Torhild Flametongue, founder of Bessemir, fell in battle against a mighty hill giant. For dwarves, this bridge is sacred, a place of pilgrimage and pride, enduring unshaken through the centuries of flood and war. Its single soaring arch, wide enough for only a handful to cross at once, is a marvel to this day that is untouched by time.
Really cool. If only I knew that.
Lily's gonna tell you that story as like a fairy tale, basically.
So there was this one time.
Oh, that's so
And
cute.
this whole thing just vividly, and she just tells you like a fairy tale because that's how she was told the story.
Vera's definitely
That's so
gonna be
cute.
coming over and she's gonna be excited for the story.
Hell yeah. As you guys
Awesome.
are all kind of saying your stories and stuff, you begin passing beneath this massive bridge. The light slants through the far side in a sharp blade, while above the arch curves into the sky like the back of some ancient beast. The only sound is the soft echo of water against stone, as if the bridge itself is holding its breath. As your barge glides in the shadow of the great stone span, your eyes catch movement high above.
Oh, those are birds.
5
Oh,
distant
no.
figures. My apologies. 8 distant figures stand silhouetted along the narrow top of the bridge, and for a moment they seem to simply gaze down at you, as if like tourists looking from above, motionless against the sky. But then, without warning or sound, all of them leap, their forms plummeting gracefully through the air, arms wide, and their cloaks stretched between them, snapping in the wind like wings. The silence of their fall is eerie, broken only by the rush of wind and the thump of your heartbeat. They vanish behind the curtain of the sunlight beaming straight into your eyes, and you're left wondering if what you saw was real or the beginning of something much stranger.
Reassured will stay very close to Bran Lele.
Karjo's gonna get his new katana and his short sword ready.
Sweet.
Lily's got her bow ready.
Just know the katana. Let's see. Oh, katana's a finesse weapon, but it's not a light weapon, so you can't dual wield it. Just keep that in mind.
Oh, what?
Yep.
Oh, well then he's gonna two-hand the
Okay.
katana.
Okay. A heartbeat later, the figures reappear from out of the sunlight, wingsuits catching the air with practiced ease, and the 8 figures glide effortlessly across the open sky, angling downward toward you. They sweep in like shadows on the wind, silent but swift, their movements too precise to be anything but trained. As your gaze follows their descent, something else catches your eye. Perched on the highest arch of the stone bridge is a massive vulture, its feathers ruffled by the breeze. Straddling its back is a lone rider, unmoving and watchful, their silhouette framed against the noonday sky.
Rider on top of a vulture?
That's pretty dope.
That's big fucking bird.
Apparently, you're
Big
a very
bird.
small rider.
Big bird.
Is this
Big
bird
Yeah.
yellow?
Is it yellow?
Is
It
this bird
looks
the
like
bird?
a giant vulture.
What's the word?
Are they making aggressive? Do they look like they're meaning aggression towards us, or are they just like, haha, woo?
They're
They're flying
decent
down
ways
towards us.
away from you currently. So you could try and do like an insight check.
Yeah.
It'll be a disadvantage just 'cause of how far away they are.
I'm allergic to disadvantage. Could I have advantage instead?
Oh, right. Sorry, I forgot about that.
Thank you. Insight, you said?
Yes.
Oh, 12.
12. Okay.
Not bad. For +0.
You can see that it looks like they are fixated directly on the barge. And they are flying with the intent of heading towards you guys specifically, like the barge itself.
I can't tell if they're hostile towards us.
Right. You can just
Okay.
tell that their intentions seem to be fixated on the barge.
I would like, if I may, to pull out a hand axe and ready an attack if they show hostility, and I want to clip one of their wings, if I may.
If they show hostility, you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so
Hey,
you're
wait,
ready
where's the
now.
cap? Can I yell? Can Carjo yell back to the captain and ask if this is the same crew or these are the same guys that have been ambushing the ship for the barge?
Yeah, you can ask.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Give me 1 second.
If I need to move, I'll do that too.
Totally forgot to get my books ready. Okay.
Freaking amateur.
We give you the day off. We give you the day off yesterday, and you're still not ready for today.
Hey, brother, I've already put in like 60 hours of work since last Monday.
Say it's Monday, pal.
I know. That's how bad it is. Give me 1
I
second.
put in 60 hours of work this week. Checks watch. Oh shit. It's only
Been
Monday.
24 hours and he's already put in 60.
Nah, my brain's
Yeah.
just been fried, so I appreciate the patience. Okay. Beautiful.
Razor's gonna pick up a cannon and aim it at the sky.
There
after
aren't
he's
actually
dead.
cannons. That was one thing I wanted to mention.
What?
This is a dumb barge.
Then why do you have cannons?
I don't know. You tell me.
If you don't want cannons used,
Uh,
put
These are out of commission.
Revenant
They're just there for
Revenant would
intimidation.
also be
Okay.
readying an attack upon noticing these things.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. So, kind of before anything else can happen, you see them more clearly now as it's 8 humanoid figures with what appears to be like wingsuits on, and they all seem to be wielding light crossbows, and they all come swooping down, and they're all circling around the barge at this point. 1 second. Okay. You see all these figures swirling around the ship, and you see them start to lock on their crossbows to you. Regard with your, or sorry, not Regard, but Zudak, with kind of your instincts about ship might potentially be hitting the fan. You kind of got the jump on them, and so you will have a ready to action if one of them were to attack. But at this time, I want everyone to roll initiative.
Does this mean that I get to make my opportunity attack, or?
So the trigger is if one of them attacks, right? So
Uh,
you'll get to.
I guess it was more fluid, and it was like shows hostility. I didn't necessarily say attack.
Okay.
I mean, that's pretty hostile, pointing a crossbow.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of what I'm thinking.
Go ahead and make your attack. I'm just gonna get
Okay.
this. That would be my.
I got a 9.
Why did you get a 9?
Why did I get 9? I
Uh,
rolled a 7.
if you roll on D, only tell me your initiative if you did not roll on D&D Beyond, because otherwise it will auto-calculate it if you click initiative on your character sheet. So you got a 9.
Okay, sorry.
No, that's okay.
I made my attack, Chad, and it is a 14 to hit.
Carjo, just out of curiosity, your initiative, did you roll 14?
To what?
Carjo?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, I did.
I just want to make sure it's updating. Okay. Yep. Okay, perfect. So,
Hey, real quick, does anybody want to switch with me?
yes.
I don't even
What'd you
know
get?
what the order is.
So he has the alert feat from his background, which allows him to
So
swap
if-
places with
if-
someone in initiative at the start of combat.
Yeah, I got a 9, and if anybody would prefer to have a 9 instead of whatever they got, you know.
Would it benefit you being higher up initiative?
In this case, not necessarily, but I figured I'd open it up to anybody.
Yeah, I'll take your 9.
Okay, so
You
Carjo,
can have my
you were
14.
14. Okay.
Yep.
And then Carjo, I'll switch you to a 9. Perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and start this.
Luke did, or Zudak did his attack.
Yep.
And we've all kind of cut him off.
No, I know. I just want to make sure that I got this started.
Whenever you're ready, Chad, I'm ready for you.
Yep. I'm good to go now. I need you to tell me which one you were shooting at, though.
I pull out my hand crossbow and hand axe, and I'm shooting for this guy down here. Like pretty much right in front of me.
Are you pinging? I can't see it if you are.
Oh, you can't see if I select anything.
No. There we go. Okay. So, by the way, these guys are 80 feet up at the moment. 80 feet above you.
Well,
So if
that changes things. I
you
can't
have
even
a
hit him.
disadvantage. Okay. Would you say that you still fired the shot? Not
Well,
knowing if
I
you
have a
make it?
hand axe.
Yep. Or were
So-
you throwing it?
Yeah, I mean,
Yep.
I guess this is more up to your interpretation. Like, would Sudak know that he can't hit something 80 feet away?
I mean, you're proficient with the weapon, right?
Aha.
I would say because of that, you know how the weapon works and its limitations, so you would know that you wouldn't have been able to reach that guy.
Kind of want to throw it anyways, just to be funny, but I will hold off.
Okay.
I will hold off the lulls.
All right.
So I don't see myself in the initiative order.
Or are you not in there? Give me...
Nope.
Maybe you're not. What'd you roll?
14.
14.
Pretty sure.
Alright, I've got you added.
Cool.
I'm very certain I didn't tell you my initiative, and it is a 8.
8. Oh, if I can... Who rolled a 9? Was it... Who had 9s again? Oh, I see it now.
Originally.
Where are you? There you are. Okay, I'm gonna do this, and then I'll re-add you. And
Hey,
what'd
Chad,
you say?
I
You had
also
8. Okay. 8. Okay.
I also readied an attack.
Yep.
Do I do that now?
Yep.
Okay. I didn't say this out loud, but I was going to plan on readying a firebolt,
Okay.
which has a range of 120 feet, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
So, I roll a d20 first.
Yep, it's just a normal attack roll.
Okay.
You add your spell attack bonus to it. If it's on D&D Beyond, you can just click on the plus bonus next to Firebolt, and then we'll roll it.
Oh, shit. Okay, well, I have a +6, so that was a
So
19.
just click the plus. Okay, 19. That,
Yeah.
pretty sure does hit. Yes, it does. Roll for damage, my friend. Who are you shooting at?
I'm shooting at. One sec. This guy.
Okay.
D10. 1. Can I add a little spice to this firebolt?
Yeah, however you want to do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my Baleful Interdict, which basically just says that I can put a seal on it if it takes damage from any other source other than burning a seal.
Okay, so do I have to do anything?
Nope, it's just I'm gonna put a seal on him with
Okay.
my firebolt.
Okay. So, that would have been you. And Lily, you are top of the initiative. They are all 80 feet above you, crossbows aimed at you guys. This is kind of like a stopped in time, but just picture them gliding like in circles around the boat is what's happening.
Okay. Well, Lily has her short bow, and she is gonna shoot at the closest one to.
What's the range on short bow again?
80 to 320 feet.
So this would be a disadvantage.
Did you say it was at 80?
At 80?
They're 80
Okay,
feet
so-
up, but there's also a horizontal distance in between you guys.
Mm.
So, just keep that in mind.
Or the max range is 320. Okay.
Yep, so it's normal up to 80, and then disadvantage up to 320, and then beyond 320, you just can't even hit that far. That's how that works.
Shoot. Oh, there's the dice.
What'd you get?
I'm trying to look where I click. I don't know where I
You have to
So
go
you-
to the actions.
Yep.
at
And
where.
then under
You
actions,
click the
you have to
actions tab, and then
Actions,
you'll
yeah,
see like the weapon. You'll hit the plus whatever is next to it.
Okay. Oh, that's. I'm not hitting them. 10.
10. Okay. You launch your arrow, but just kind of with how far away it is, you don't really compensate for how quickly they're moving, and it glides right past them. Is there anything? And make sure you're marking off your ammunition as you go, by the way, as well.
Yeah.
Alright, is that your full turn?
Yep.
Okay, Vera. What do you do?
Can I take cover? Like, can I duck?
Yeah, so if you are just wanting to spend your whole turn to be harder to hit,
Yeah.
you'd be better off. Well, so you can move yourself to where there's cover. But just keep in mind they're all around the ship. So depending on who shoots at you, that might not fully cover you. But you could take something called the dodge action, and that gives all attacks on you a disadvantage.
Okay. I'll do a dodge then.
Okay. Perfect. Richard, what do you do?
Well, it's a good question. Since I guess I will cast a cantrip on myself of resistance
Ooh, okay.
and pick piercing.
Okay.
Good call.
And use myself to shield Lily from the flying people.
Wait, so you're using it to shield Lily?
So I'm putting it on myself, and I'm using my body to
Okay,
shield.
body
Lily.
blocking. Gotcha. This magical energy kind of overcomes you, and you feel empowered to take on whatever comes at you. Is that your turn?
That is all I can do.
Alright, Revenant.
um. Okay. So I'm going to use a bonus action to burn the seal that I put on the first guy.
Okay.
So that does 1d6, and I'm gonna do fire damage.
Okay.
Wow. Nice.
Beauty.
And then I'm hoping that by doing that, like, I might be able to catch his wings on fire or something. So I'm looking for that. Do I notice anything?
If it sets like his wings on fire. 6. Very nice. So you burn the seal, and you can see like smoke smoldering from underneath like their armor and equipment, but it doesn't like light catch anything on fire.
Okay. And then for my action, I'd like to try to mass intimidate all of them by using thaumaturgy.
Okay.
And so I'm going to use... Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, maybe just explain to me how that works again.
Yeah, so I'm going to use booming voice. And my voice booms up to 3 times as loud as normal for 1 minute. Okay. And then I have advantage on charisma intimidation checks.
Okay. So you are trying to do what specifically?
I want to intimidate them in hopes that it kind of throws them off, either by giving them disadvantage on their attacks, or if they like make mistakes or second guess if they should be flying down towards the ship.
Okay. Go for your roll.
Okay. Intimidation. Hell yeah.
Nice.
With advantage in case it gets better. No. Nope.
5. Okay. I guess, do you want to describe how you do this?
I had an idea, but I'm wondering if your idea is better than mine.
No, it's fine. Whatever I say, we're gonna roll with though, so just keep that in mind. So,
Okay.
Okay, do what you're gonna do.
Yeah. So basically, Revenant, he gets this glint in his eyes, and then he just starts laughing maniacally, but it's really, really loud, and he's like,
Yeah, that's creepy.
Okay. Your voice just booms throughout the whole ship, way up into the air, and you see the vulture way, way up there, kind of cock its head down at you. You see all of these people kind of gliding around the barge. They immediately take notice of you, and just through some quick perception, you can kind of see their eyes like kind of darting around, but they hold firm in their mission.
all right.
Okay.
That's it.
Alrighty. We are.
I'm gonna move towards the middle of the ship a little bit.
Yeah.
Right here.
Okay. So, we are now on to these people who just came flying in out of nowhere in these wingsuits. You see them all ready their aims onto the ship, ready to unleash pure hell on you guys. The 2 in the back take aim at the captain and
Shit.
they both go for their attacks.
Shit.
Oops, I'm looking at the wrong screen here. Okay, the first arrow hits. Where am I? Okay. Dealing 2 points of piercing damage as you see this arrow lodge into the leg of the captain. He's like, oh, fuck! And you see him trying to like hold the barge steady as he's also trying to hold the arrow that's in his leg. The other bandit goes for, oh shit, goes for their attack, and it seems like this, or I shouldn't say bandit, but you see this person really hone in their shot, and they go for a critical hit on him as he takes 11 points of piercing damage, and he looks like he is in very, very, very rough shape. Okay, the kind of the ones off to the north side of the ship here in the image, you see them take aim, one of them aiming down at you, Vera. Does a 15 hit you?
No.
No. This arrow comes... What?
I said nice.
Oh. This arrow comes flying in at you, and you take your hand and you just smack it out of the way before it can impact you. This one for next to the right is going to aim at Carjo. His attack. I assume a 9 misses you, Carjo?
9 misses.
Okay. These guys, as they finish their turns, they move around the ship more. So this guy fires, he makes his movement around, and then the next one fires at Regard. Does an 11 hit you, Regard?
Negatory.
The arrow goes flying past you as you duck out of the way. He circles around the edge. This guy takes his shot at one of the crew members up at the front and hits. You see the arrow come flying in on the crew member, dealing 1 point of piercing damage, stabbing into kind of like the bicep of their arm. And you see him glide further this way. The member up in front of you, Zudak, goes to make a shot on you. Does a 18 hit you?
Yep.
You take just 1 point of piercing damage. He glides further this way. And then the last member here looks to you, Revenant, after being burned, not knowing it came from you, but just angered by the damage he's taken, and he goes for a shot on you. You see him go to shoot, and it looks like his crossbow, like, pre-fires, and it almost looks like it gets jammed for a second, and as he continues gliding on, you see him just kind of fiddling with it, trying to get it unjammed. Every single time these guys move, they are descending 5 feet. So now that they've all gone, they are 75 feet up. So they are closer to you guys now.
Cool.
So, that brings us to kind of the crew members that are on the ship. You see the person up in the front, after taking that hit with the arrow, kind of stumbles his way to the back here. Let's see, 30 feet. He is going to kind of run over to you, Regard, and kind of take cover back over here. You can tell that these guys just do, like, the crew members know how to run the barge, but they just do not have the training for combat whatsoever. Okay. you see all of the crew members. One of them rushes up to the aid of the captain and kind of pulls him off to the side, tries to tuck him up against the wall to try to block him from this fire in the back, and you see the other one try to take the wheel. Okay. Oh. Carjo, it would be your turn. I accidentally moved past you up at the top, but it is your turn.
Real quick, explain switching weapons real quick.
Yep. So you
So if I put
draw
my-
a weapon
Go
as
ahead,
part
sorry.
of your attack action. But it's gonna take a free action to stow a weapon.
Oh, can I do that all in one turn? So free action, stow my katana, and as part of my attack, draw my longbow.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, let's do that then.
Okay.
And then, how the hell do I? Oh, shoot, didn't
So
mean to move him.
There's like a
I
little
was trying to ping
crosshair
him.
symbol
I'm sorry.
on the left side.
There we go. This guy. I'm gonna try to hit him with my longbow, and that is 150 feet minimum.
Oh yeah, he's definitely close enough.
Okay. So we're gonna go with that. The 17 to hit.
17 hits. Roll for damage.
Fucking yeah, 5 damage.
Hey, damage is damage. You see the arrow kind of strike him in his back leg, and it seems to kind of almost like snip and like what you think would maybe be an artery, but he's bleeding quite a bit from where you hit him, and blood's kind of trailing behind him as he's gliding through the sky, dripping down into the water.
Nice. I know I used my free action. Do I still have a bonus action?
Yep.
Cool, I'm gonna flip him off.
Yeah.
You flip him off, and you can see him. He's got like a leather mask covering his face, so his expressions are hard to tell, but you can just see enough through his eyes that he is glaring at you. Pyrite. It's now you.
All right. Pyrite is not happy with the captain being shot. Because she wants to get off this boat as soon as possible, and clearly he is the one to get us there. So using her feline ability,
Mm-hmm.
she's gonna run over here
Nice.
and if I give him a potion, do I have to use it, like, use part of my action to help him drink it, or
Yes. So like if
how
you're
does that
gonna,
work?
it's gonna be like as if you were doing it yourself, but you're just giving it to him instead. So you can do it.
Is
he
You can do
conscious?
it bonus action. Yeah, he's conscious. You can either do it bonus action, or you can do it as an action. Bonus action, you got to roll for the healing. Action is a full heal.
All right. I'm gonna do it as a bonus action. So, that's 2d4 plus, what is it? 2.
Tell me what
Oh,
you get.
fuck me. It's 4 back.
4. Hey, that's better than nothing.
So why didn't you just
and-
let him roll on his turn?
Well, she's administering it. She would have to like
Yeah.
just give him the potion and make him do it.
It's fine. I'll do that, and then for my action,
Mhm.
I would also like to cast the cantrip resistance. And also do piercing, and I want to position myself and my shield to protect the captain.
Mm-hmm.
Because I am freaking the fuck out because I don't want to be on this boat anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm protecting the captain.
Yeah, you cast the spell over you, and you feel kind of this magical energy overtake your body, like it's empowering you. Perfect. Okay, so that is your turn, and we are to Zudek. What are you up to, Zudek? They are now 75 feet up, and then whatever horizontal distance away.
My one weakness, range. Damn.
I don't know. You didn't do too
You know-
good that first fight we saw you in. That was up close.
Yeah. So I have a couple of ideas. One, how practical would it be, or how challenging would it be to pretty much lasso a dude out of the air with a rope and yank him into the water?
That would be so cool.
So you have the rope, right? I assume.
Well, there's a nice rope right next to me here.
So, obviously, I'm going to allow you to try and do something like that, but it's not tied into a lasso currently, so you'd have to spend this turn tying it into a lasso. Or
Okay.
it would cost you an action to tie it into a lasso.
Okay.
And I would just say you'd make a survival check, and on a 10 or higher, successful. You're
Okay.
successfully able to accomplish it in one turn.
Oh. You know what? I have other ideas, but I'm gonna see if that works.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm going to. Damn! I'm gonna take the hand axe in my hand, slam it, embed it into the railing of the ship, grab the rope, and start tying it.
Okay.
Nice. Okay, that will be 14.
14. Perfect. 14 succeeds at tying that knot. So as you kind of finish your turn, you hold up this now lasso in your hand, and you are feeling pretty good about your next move.
I excitedly go into a rage as my muscles begin to just bulge a little bit more. I am the master of the knots!
You just see these veins popping out of the biceps.
No,
Okay.
you're not.
Ha 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 ha.
Okay,
Blech.
Lily. Curious question,
No.
Lily. Did you do a long rest? What's your health at?
When I should be. Well, I had a potion. My health is. Oh,
Yeah, I was just seeing
I
it
must have
looked
never
low.
fixed that.
So you would have taken a long rest before all this started. So
Yeah. No, I did. I did not fix that earlier.
yeah, let's go ahead and do that, and then yeah, go ahead and do your move.
Well, thinking about the amount of arrows, even though she's at disadvantage, she's probably gonna. They're not really like between this one and this one. There's not really much of a difference in.
They did
Um,
descend.
I can't see where you're pointing. You have to click on the little crosshair.
I did
looking
have.
thing
I
and
had
then-
the. I had that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Where were you pointing?
This one and this one.
Yeah, it's not popping up for me. Just kind of guide me.
Let me try this.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it either.
Oh, there you go.
I'm seeing it.
My point. I was using the point function. Oh, it's because I have to click.
Oh, you're on the ping. I see.
I was on ping. No, I was on ping, but point you have to click it too.
Yep.
I
Okay.
realized that. It's the
Um,
two.
So between those two, yeah, they're pretty comparable, I would say.
Just they're the two closest. So
Yep.
Lily's gonna try and aim.
For the left
No,
or right?
she's gonna go for this one here.
Go for it.
Go.
18.
Nice, that hits. You see the arrow make contact. Roll for that damage.
Where's the thing? Oh, 4.
Damage is
Four.
damage.
Yeah, I was
Also,
gonna say
Lily
damage,
does.
damage.
Lily does have Vex, so next time she will not be at disadvantage because I'll have advantage on if I attack.
On
save
that
creature.
one? Okay, so you vex this target. I'm gonna put like a purple ring around it, just so we can keep track of that. Okay, how much damage you do?
4.
How do you kill him?
I kill him?
How do you kill him? Someone else previously landed a hit on this guy.
She just has this amazing shot and just fucking bullseyes him right between the eyes.
Nice. He looks over at
She's
you to
kicking
fire
on
his
him.
next crossbow shot, and you Robin Hood straight through the bolt on his crossbow, and it hits him right between the eyes, and you see him just like
Oh
go
yeah,
limp
Lily.
and like free fall into the water, and then this large splash.
Dude, we got a couple of frickin' badasses in this group.
Oh yeah,
Hey, look at that guy. He's falling.
he's falling for you.
Ew.
All right, is that your turn?
Yes, that would be it.
Beautiful. All right, Feyre.
All right.
Richard, you're on deck.
Oh boy.
And
Oh,
I figured
boy.
the deck, not below it.
Boy.
Okay, I think I'm gonna move like over here,
Okay,
and then I'm just gonna take the dodge action again.
sure. Okay, perfect. Richard, what are you doing?
Reezard will continue to use his body to shield Billy. And that's my turn.
All right. It's almost like you guys don't have much range.
Can I... Chad, is it okay if I give my friend here a suggestion? It's okay if you say no.
I would say this would be like your character yelling it to him, so this would be your quick amount of talking you can do in a turn.
This is more of a friendly player giving him another idea of something he can do on his turn.
No, I know. I'm just saying this will occupy your person's ability to like speak on their turn.
Sure, I will scream to him, "Block the arrows!"
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. Is that like a action you can take?
You're a
From
monk,
my-
yeah?
It is your
From my
turn, senor.
From my interpretation of Chad, I am not allowed to speak exactly what I would suggest you to do. Is that correct?
Yeah. Kinda.
Okay,
We're just gonna roll with this for now.
that's fine.
Just make sure you guys take time to be familiar with your character sheets and stuff.
If you're talking about the monk ability, that's not till level 3.
Nope, I'm not talking about any monk abilities. I'm just
Oh.
trying to hint at something else you could do, but we'll move on.
So what you doing, Richard? So that was your turn then, right?
That, yeah.
Revenant, what are you doing?
I want to keep going after the guy that I started shooting, so I can get like just to the top of these stairs,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna go for hanging
I'm just
point.
gonna put you
There we
right
go.
in that square there.
Okay, so I'm gonna go for this guy again. And I'm going to, as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Firebolt. And if I do damage, I want to, well, do I put a seal on him?
I didn't realize Firebolt was a bonus action in the new rules.
Well, it's cantrip. Can I use cantrip as bonus?
The cantrip tells you
Or did I do it as
how
well?
long it takes to
I
whether it's
don't
an
think
action
it
or
is.
bonus action. I'm pretty sure it's an action.
Oh. It says
Cantrip
at
just
will
means
next to it.
that just means that like you don't need spell components or anything, and it doesn't count against like spells known.
Gotcha.
So if you click on the spell itself, it should expand.
Oh yeah, one action.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that's an action. All right, then. Yeah. I'm gonna use my action to cast Firebolt, and if I do damage, I want to put a seal on him.
Roll your attack, senor.
Senor Jefe.
Your firebolt does seem to
14.
hit the target. The flames kind of sear into him.
Okay. So I can roll for damage.
Yep.
Nice.
It's 9 damage total.
Yep.
How do you kill him?
Nice.
Nice.
Fuck yeah.
So, I'm gonna like, as nimbly as I can, I run through Pyrite and past the captain and up the stairs, and he put one hail on the railing, and then as if to try to like get a little bit closer to make sure that I hit, I kind of like lean over the rail a little bit, and then you see this firebolt come out of my hand like this, and it hits the guy square in the chest, and then you just see the fire almost as if like it comes alive once it hits him, and it starts to like spread onto his wings, and you just hear him squealing as he starts to fall out of the air.
Yeah, you just see him screaming as he gets engulfed in flames, completely dropping his crossbow that's on fire into the water, and as he's like clutching himself, it almost looks like he like comes flying down and just out of control, hits the back of the ship. You hear him like break his neck, and then he like flops into the water.
Excellent. And then I'm just making sure I did this right.
And I will say, just try and speed things up when we get to people's turns. Make sure you kind of know what you already want to do.
Copy.
I'm gonna move on.
And that's it.
Okay. Alright. So it's now the people in the wingsuits. You see the one guy who kind of went down in flames, the guy in front of him, looks to you, Revenant, and immediately like kind of does a maneuver where he flips backwards and takes a shot at you with his crossbow. I assume a 7 misses.
Yes, it does.
Okay. And then he is going to glide.
What he gets for trying to be fancy with it.
Right?
No,
He
can't do that.
glides a little
Remember,
further this
I
way.
laughed at him.
Then this guy in front of Vera is going to attempt to take a shot at her. Does a 12 hit?
No.
No.
Get wrecked, nerd.
He fires the arrow, but with you focusing on dodging them, you swiftly and nimbly just duck right out of the way, and he glides further forward.
I'm gonna stick my tongue out at him. He probably can't see it, but I'm gonna do it.
This guy in the top right part of the boat is going to take a shot at the crew member down below, landing its hit on him. Oh. And Rijard, as you see this crew member kind of run down to you, he's like, please, you gotta do... And then the arrow goes straight through the back of his neck. Blood sprays all over you, and he just... And he's like clutching his throat as he drops limp to the deck dead.
I'm assuming these guys are rolling so bad because they're shooting with disadvantage.
No. So the on Vera they had disadvantage because she was dodging.
Isn't the range like super low for a hand crossbow?
These guys can reach you with what they got.
Oh.
So this guy so he's gonna just take his glide to here, and then he's gonna take a shot at Zudak at disadvantage. So he's from so far away from where he was originally at. Oh, you got lucky. The second roll is a nat 20, but does a 16 hit you?
Yes.
Okay.
I am pretty not armored.
Second arrow comes flying at you, and you take 2 piercing damage.
Reduced to 1 because I am raging.
Yes! You feel the thick muscles in your skin kind of block the blade from piercing all that deep. The second guy out in front of you goes for a shot on you.
Yep.
This one's just a 10. Does that hit?
No.
No. Okay. Fires the crossbolt, misses you, continues to glide down. This last one here is going to take a pop shot on Vera, on Revenant, probably, now that you've taken down one of their people. With disadvantage, how far away they are. I assume a 9 misses.
Yes, it does.
The arrow goes flying past them as he scoots his way over to here. They are now only 70 feet up. Okay. All right. So you see kind of the remaining crew members just kind of panicking, trying to figure out what to do. And they kind of scuttle the captain kind of like below this overhang. And you see the other crew member take shelter as well. And you see the one on the wheel just looks in complete terror as they just hold the ship steady. Okay, Carjo.
We're just gonna go after that one right in front of me here.
Mm-hmm.
So that's gonna be 21 to hit.
That hits. Nice.
Oh, yeah.
7 damage.
Okay. You see the arrow lodge into his hip. And he seems to have taken a massive hit from that attack.
And I forgot it on my last turn. Weapon mastery on the longbow is slow.
Okay.
So his speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of my next turn.
Does it say just speed or walking speed?
It just says speed.
Okay. Good to know. I was just thinking I didn't know how that worked for someone who was gliding through the air.
Yeah, I don't really know how it works either. Maybe the arrow sticking out of him causes that.
Just that
I
much
don't know.
drag.
I
Yeah.
feel like he starts
Yeah.
going like this, and
Right.
he's not going
Kind
straight
of loses
anymore.
control. Yeah. All right, that's your turn.
I honestly don't know. Yeah, that's my turn.
Pyrite. What are you doing in this mode? You just
Sorry.
helped save the captain.
So, the captain and the guy that's with him, are they like under cover, full cover, or?
You could tell they probably have like partial cover. They'd have full cover
Okay.
from the rear, but not from the front.
Okay. I can't really do anything right now with the range, so I'm going to kind of stand behind this guy here to protect him.
Mhm.
With my shield up for blocking any arrows.
Okay.
And just keep my head on a swivel, watching for arrows. 'Cause that's all I can really do right now.
Sure. Zudak, you have a successfully tied lasso. What do you do?
All right.
Way up.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to leap onto this rowboat, and I wish to lasso this guy, if I may.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I was just seeing if there's any actually like mechanics behind the rope. Okay, so go ahead and do that. I'm gonna say this is a dexterity-based attack.
I don't like that answer. Okay.
Let's see if you can last.
Could I argue for athletics?
Athletics? No, because this would be considered an attack. So I'm handling it, so it's just a base ability modifier.
Would you consider this a thrown attack then?
The only reason why I'm going with no and for dexterity is because you're trying to, like, you're not just trying to hurl something at him to just hit him and hurt him. Like, you're trying to be very precise with it. So,
I agree with your
give me
reasoning.
the roll, please.
I will. All right, everyone,
Let's roll
pray
high.
for me real quick. Pray.
Just roll high, and then it doesn't matter.
Yeah, yeah.
12.
12. You, with full confidence, toss this lasso out of him, and he kind of sees it last second and does like a swerve maneuver and glides it past it.
I will bonus action continue my rage as I pull the rope back into the boat.
Okay. Alright, Lily, we are now back up to you.
Okay. If I was to go up to the edge of the boat, like here-ish,
Yep.
would I be at disadvantage still for attacking this one?
What are you attacking with again?
Short bow, so 80.
I'm gonna go with no because they've descended that extra 10 feet.
Okay.
So just normal attack.
Lily's gonna head over here and attack this one. Does a 20 hit?
Yes, a 20 hits. Nice.
Okay. And 4 points of damage. But they are vexed.
Nice, and that just gives you advantage next turn, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. That one's vexed. I will put a little purple indicator on him so you know. Alright. That's your
And
turn.
that's it.
Vera.
So I'm technically holding my shield and my longsword right now. What would it take for me to take out my short bow?
So you could stow your weapon and pull out your short bow, but you'd have to just drop your shield on the ground. Which all that means is on your next turn you'd have to use a free action to pick it up for when you want to use it.
Oh, okay, sure.
Okay.
Cool. So I can't shoot though this time, right? So, yep.
Yeah.
So can I?
Yeah.
roll? Okay.
And you're just attacking the guy next to you.
Yeah, yep, the one right in front of me.
Yeah. So that's just a normal attack.
12. So no.
You fire the arrow, and he kind of tucks his arms in and goes into a spiraling maneuver, and then flattens back out, avoiding the arrow.
Cool.
Reijerd. The one you were protecting
Ow.
scuttled away from you.
Yeah. How far away is the one that Lily attacked?
That Lily attacked? So he's 70
Yeah.
feet up and 10 feet away from her. Horizontally.
Okay.
Or 15 feet, sorry.
And then, second question. If I take the dodge action, can I still use myself to shield Lily?
So you can go over by her, and that will just be your action type of thing. But yeah, you can position yourself by her.
Alright, then I suppose that is what I will do.
Okay. Revenant, we're down to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna be attacking this guy, and I'm gonna send at him a spicy firebolt.
Let her rip, bud. $15 does hit with that firebolt.
The spice
Sweet.
did rip.
Damage 3. And then I'd like, so what I meant by spicy firebolt is I wanted to put a seal on him if I do damage,
Mm-hmm.
and I do, and
You only get so many of those a day, right? If I remember correctly.
yeah, 3.
Nice. Perfect.
And let's see. I think they have to be within 30 feet in order for me to burn them.
I believe so.
I might have goofed that before. Anyways, okay. So he's got a seal on him. Yeah, he's got to be within 30 feet. Okay.
Oh, so you would not have been able to burn that last seal then, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my bad.
Oh, just keep it in mind going forward.
Okay. And then that's it.
Okay. The men flying above you, the one you just hit with the attack, he is going to do something kind of unique. So you see him go to take a shot on you. And does a 12 hit you?
No.
12 does not. Okay. This time when this guy goes to shoot at you, you see the wind around him almost bend to his will, and almost like it tries to guide the arrow straight to you, but you are just quick enough to duck out of the way before it actually strikes you. He glides this way. This one up in front of you, Vera, is going to take their attack on you, and you see this one kind of doing the same thing.
I don't have my shield.
Assume 14 misses.
Yeah, yep, it does.
Nice. Okay. The arrow whizzes past you. You're kind of blocking it with the arrow that you're holding in your hand, and he moves further. Carjo, this one in front of you goes to do the same thing. Take a shot. Does a 12 hit you?
Misses.
Nice. You guys are getting lucky. The arrow kind of whizzes past you as he cruises down further this way. This guy over here is going to take his shot at Lily, doing the same thing. Does an 18 hit you, Lily?
Yes.
Okay. You take 7 points of piercing damage.
Jesus.
Would Rougier take that?
Can I
since he's
rage
blocking
when it hits me or no?
Rijard would not have hit it in this turn. Essentially, Rijard's giving her like partial cover in a sense, and this still was able to find its mark. But you cannot rage until it's your turn.
Just thought.
Alright, so then he finishes his glide further this way. The one in front of you then goes to take his shot at you, Rijard. Oh shit. Does a 22 hit, I assume?
Yes.
Okay. And you take 8 points of piercing damage.
Incorrect.
So you got your thing going. I assume there's a time limit on that.
Yes.
You're keeping
I
track
take
of.
4 points of damage.
Nice. What's the time limit on that, just so I remember?
I think it's a minute, so 10 rounds.
Yeah.
It's a minute.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. And then he continues his glide further this way. The one that you tried to lasso, Zudak, goes take his shot on you. They are rolling horribly. I gotta switch my d20.
No, you don't.
No.
Or don't.
Yeah, and you see the same thing. This round, they all seem to bend the wind to their will as they fire their arrows at you, but it almost looks like they're not fully skilled at this. Like you would expect them to be.
They're just
but they're
terrified
not.
of me.
And he misses his mark. And he cruises on over this way. And I believe that's everyone. So, the crew kind of continues to take shelter. The one holding the wheel kind of turns to you, Pyrite, and they're just like, thank you for protecting me, as they're like freaking out as they're trying to continue making the ship steer in the proper direction. So Carjo, we're now up to you, bud.
That one that attacked me, which was this guy now.
Mm-hmm.
He's still within range, so he's gonna get shot at. 11 misses.
Yes.
Nope.
You fire the arrow and he does a quick maneuver.
The loser. Can I yell at Lily that the one coming to her is hurt?
Yeah, of course.
Sweet.
You kind of yell over your shoulder, announcing this to her as she takes it all in and kind of looks up to the sky, seeing this guy bank around the front of the boat.
And he is no longer slowed.
Yep. Pyrite, it's now your turn.
Just remind me, they're 65 or 70 feet up.
They're 65 now.
Okay, they're still out of range. Alright, then I'm just gonna continue where I'm at. And, like, the guy that thanked me, I just kind of look over my shoulder and I'm like, as long as you keep the ship up and going, I will keep you safe.
He's like, oh, I'm trying, as an arrow, like, flies right in between his hands. He's like, oh, God! Swirling the ball over the river.
This is given, like, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but, like, Jungle Cruise
Yeah.
vibes.
Yeah,
right now.
yeah. And then I'm just gonna keep my shield up, ready to block arrows. Hey, can I ready an action like that to block arrows?
Yeah, I would say
Is
that
that
you
thing-
could use your reaction to, like, or, you could ready your action so if they get shot at, you could, like, provide them with partial cover, which essentially just increases their
Okay.
armor class temporarily. So,
Yeah, I will do that since I can't. Everybody's out of range still.
Sure. Alright, Zudak. You have that lasso in hand. It is now soaked from your first failed attempt.
Feeling the weight
Not
of
good,
it,
buddy.
I feel that this one, God, I'm not feeling that confident.
You
but
are, though. You are. I'm feeling it for you.
You can do it.
Do it.
Would you, would it be an action to look around and see if there's anything else useful on this ship to maybe help get them down that might be suited towards this character?
Yeah,
More?
so if with the amount of time it would take to really look for something, you would use your action to make a perception check.
Oh, there's an anchor over there.
I was just gonna say that. How heavy's an anchor?
Pretty freaking
Too heavy
Yeah,
to
that-
throw up.
Could go badly.
Hey, there's a cat over here that you could fucking throw.
Oh my gosh. Alright. Sir, are you doing that check or what are you thinking?
Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
Real quick, look around, and if nothing else, I'll just keep lassoing them.
Yep.
What would you like me to roll
Perception, please.
then? Okay.
And this will be your action.
This will be an 18.
Okay. Up near the front of the ship, you see a crate full of coconuts.
I drop the rope and I fucking bring the rope. Hell yeah. I look to Richard. We are now armed. I will start grabbing some coconuts and getting ready to fucking chuck them.
Awesome. Alright, Lily. We are back up to you. You just took a massive hit from an arrow.
Oh, I'm sorry. Just because I don't want this to bite me in the ass later, I bonus action continue my rage.
Okay. Perfect.
You have to continue rage.
Yep, or I lose it, and I only get 2 per day.
To maintain a rage.
That's me. I'm asking because I'm about to rage and I need to know.
So
Yeah,
in order
so
to maintain
either
a
you
rage,
gotta
you have to
get-
make an attack or be attacked.
With the 2024
You said
rule
make an attack
now,
or be attacked?
Yes.
So couldn't I have raged when they attacked me?
No. You
That's to
rage
maintain.
on your turn, but to maintain your rage, you have to be attacked or make an attack before your next turn.
Okay.
as a bonus action, you can. I'm gonna text you this, and then So we
yes.
can continue the game.
Yeah, in the new rules, you can bonus action to maintain your rage. As a
That's what I was gonna say.
So Lily is pissed off. She is going to make an attack and then rage afterwards.
Okay,
On thing. The guy
Yeah.
that she already hit.
perfect. The one that you vexed. I
And
like
she's
it.
got advantage.
Yes, you do.
Well, I'm not
Let's
at
go.
advantage. 15 to hit.
That does hit.
Perfect. And 6 points of damage.
You strike him with the first arrow. He goes to glide further down the deck. You take an arrow, and just with pure determination, you chase him down the deck. You launch this arrow, and as he's kind of trying to fly away from you, the arrow pierces the back of his skull, pokes right out the forehead, and he goes limp into the water.
Let's
Splashing
go,
into
Lily.
it.
Yes.
And so now that I'm raging, I take half damage.
You're resistant to piercing damage. You're resistant to bludgeoning, slashing, and piercing. And I don't know if there's others, but
I don't know what that
for sure
means.
those. It means you take half damage to those damage types.
Essentially, if it's not magic damage, right?
I believe so. So
Yep.
Vega.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to move over here. and
Perfect.
I'm going to try and hit them with my short bow.
Absolutely. Send that arrow flying.
Fuck. 7.
You launch another arrow as he glides past and avoids it. And then just make sure you guys are keeping track if you're subtracting your arrows from your inventory as well.
Yep.
Alright. That's it then?
Yep.
Okay. Regerd.
How far can we throw these coconuts?
Trying to remember. Hold on, give me just 1 second.
Last I checked, coconuts were not in the weapons table,
It's
so
an improvised weapon. That's what they call it. So thrown. Thrown. Okay, if a weapon, you can throw the weapon to make a ranged attack. You can draw that weapon. Okay, so let's do this. I'm gonna treat it like it has the range of a hand axe, which is 20 feet normally. Beyond that, it's disadvantage up to 60 feet, and then beyond that, it is ineffective.
all right. And how far are these guys? Probably more than that, I think.
Yeah, so they're currently 65 feet up,
All
plus
right.
the horizontal distance.
Then I guess as my free action, I can grab some coconuts, right?
Yeah.
Then I will grab some coconuts for my free action, use dodge for my main action, and then run over and continue to use my body to shield Lily.
I would say you picked up 5 coconuts in your scramble to grab them.
Sweet.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. Let's see who's next. Dun, 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 dun. Revenant, it is your turn.
Going for this guy.
Yep.
I'm gonna do another firebolt.
Okay.
Ciao.
Fireball.
Damn. I'm gonna use my heroic inspiration.
Okay. Now just remember, when you use this inspiration, you have to take the new roll. So just keep that in mind.
Okay.
Let's go.
Is that nat 20?
Nat 20, baby.
Wow.
Let's fucking
Hey.
go.
Coming in clutch.
So you can right click on the damage when you do it this time and click critical. Oh, but never mind. Just do a normal attack roll. It's not going to do the homebrew crit that we do, the Perkins crit. So just roll a normal attack. Okay. So it's 10 plus 2. So you did 12 points of damage. How do you kill him?
Good job.
Oh man. So, Revenant has had just about enough of the shit because he really wants to be using his pistol, and he really wants to be using his pistol, and so he's really frustrated that like he's pretty confident that he'd miss at this range.
Mhm.
So in all of his anger and frustration, he concentrates that into this firebolt, and it comes out a little bit bigger and a little bit brighter, and just charges this guy to a crisp.
Hell yeah. Yeah, you launch this firebolt up to him, and once again you completely engulf him in flames as the smoky streak just takes off behind him, and he just goes flying through the air screaming in pain and collapses into the water. Large
job.
splash below you.
And then I'm going to move to 30 feet. I'm going to move here. And then, how far can I shout or yell? Like, if I try to yell at Zudak, will he hear me?
You could try to yell, and then I'll just have him roll perception. If it's 10 or higher, he can.
Okay. I'm going to yell, Zudak, I have something for you.
So give me that perception roll, Zudak.
21.
Yeah, you heard it.
I have something as well, and I'll hold it up the coconuts.
Oh yeah.
I am armed.
That's it.
Okay. You see these guys still circling your ship. This one comes around, takes its shot at Pyrite. Oh my gosh, I rolled terrible. Assume a 7 misses.
It does miss. Yes.
It's good for you guys, though, so I won't complain.
Fuck yeah,
He
dude.
fires his bolt, misses, and then continues the rest of his flight. This one here fires at you, Carjo.
It misses too.
21.
Yeah, it still misses.
Oh yeah.
It does.
You take 3 points of piercing damage as this arrow finds its mark on you.
Damn, that's a bad miss.
He continues flying past you. This guy circles around the front to here, and then he makes his shot at Zudak.
Oh.
And it looks like his crossbow jams up on him as well. It just looks like these guys don't fully know how to use the weaponry they've been handed, and they are just kind of struggling in this fight.
Mm.
This next one that was there previously takes a good shot on you before coming out of range. Does a 12 hit?
12 does not.
Does not.
Hey.
Nice. Fires the arrow. You just you do the bend back matrix move as these arrows fly straight over you, and then you come back up and there's an arrow piercing one of your coconuts.
Jerry, no!
Shit, well said.
Where's that?
And you see him continue to fly past. As this happens, you guys hear this loud screech from above. And as you quickly glance up, you see the vulture spread its wings wide, casting a shadow down onto you, and with the rider on its back, and it leaves its perch, taking flight off the bridge. And that will be where we end this session tonight.
We are in
Oh
trouble.
wow. Already. Jeepers.
Sweet. Well, you
Yeah.
guys got some interesting action tonight. Got some guys in wingsuits who seem to be bending the wind to their will.
Yeah, way to play that we don't have a lot of range. Thanks.
Yep. It's unfortunate that had to happen.
Oh yeah, so unfortunate for you.
Hey, you got
Hey,
coconuts.
feel free to feel free to remember what die you're using for those attacks, and we're gonna have to insist that you continue to use that die.
I'm gonna order a weighted die from Amazon, and we'll roll with that for next session.
But you used that thing on me last week. What do you mean?
It didn't work on everyone else. It only worked on you. So.
Yeah, because you only used it. You were using other die on those other guys.
Oh,
I'm telling you.
yeah, he caught on. He's on to me, people.
You snuck a bad way to die onto my D&D screen too, or my D&D Beyond screen.
Hell yeah. Well, we appreciate you guys all tuning in. We'll be live again next week on July 7th at 6:30 p.m. So we hope to see you all there. But until then, we will catch you all later. Thanks.
Bye.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
See ya.